Yo guys, welcome back. Quick tip for the mini LMT. With these body holders here, these little kind of keyways that rotate and hold the body and cage in position here. What I found annoying with this truck is that they rotate so freely that by the time you kind of align one of them and then move on to the others, chances are the first one that you moved is kind of a little out of position. So especially once you open it, and if you're doing anything, change your battery or anything, shake the truck around, these things will just kind of rotate on their own. And then when you go to close the truck, they're all out of alignment. So you have to sit here and kind of position one. If you've had this for 5 minutes, you know the struggle, right? It's not easy. So I came up with a really quick fix, guys. All you need is a little piece of heat shrink tubing. And let me get you in here and I'll show you exactly how to do it. Okay, so I'll show you the difference on these. Both of these side ones are done already. And look, you can kind of really bump into these and move these around and they just don't spin. You can twist them, but they won't move on their own. This front one is just really loose. So anytime you move the body up and down or try to open and close it, this thing is going to come out of position and you really have to get it lined up perfectly, right? They move too freely. So if we pull this off, I'll show you exactly what we got going on here. So you have a screw that goes through a little shouldered spacer. You can see the little shoulder there. So the shoulder goes in from the top. Shoulder is going to sit on that side. Screw goes through here, right? So easiest thing I found, take a piece of heat shrink tubing. This just happens to be green because it was the right diameter. It's about the same diameter as that shoulder, right? So you need a piece that's you don't want it so small that it's going to just go on the thread of the screw. You want it to kind of sit around that shoulder a little bit. And you can just take, snips or, a razor blade. Just get yourself a little piece like that, right? It can just be, I don't know, two mils thick, something like that. And just put it around the edge there like that. And simply when you put this back in, kind of hold everything in place. And it's just going to crush that heat shrink tubing down in between the plastic cage and the body holder here. And now you can see that has, it won't move just by bumping into it, right? So now it's going to stay lined up, right? So now once all three of these are lined up, you can easily, open and close it without, you can't do this without this mod, right? Anytime you open this thing, they go out of position. So you can pop it open, do your battery, do whatever you got to do. And I found that kind of holding a little bit of pressure on the hood here helps when you go to close this thing, right? It just kind of aligns everything. But I mean, they just stay in alignment and then you can go and tighten them up, right? So that's that. I find it's much easier to work with like this. So simple fix. You can probably use something else. Like an O-ring or something is gonna be too thick. You're gonna wanna use, I don't know, maybe even just a little piece of tape or something. Anything that's just gonna add just enough resistance. And you want to do it, on this side, in between the, I don't know what to call this thing. What is this? This little T spinny doodad. But yeah, you want to do it in between there, so it kind of spaces this up and away. So it just puts a little bit of resistance. If you do it on this side, it could probably work, but then it's actually going to be a little bit tighter when it fits through the body mount there. So I would do it on the other side. So that's it, guys. Hope that helps.